Welcome to Brand Decoded Show. And I want to start talking about the post-work era. When I started reframing work as a problem that needs to be solved in terms of my own time being eradicated from the equation, I started to get a new sense of freedom that you can actually enjoy life. And I think this is going to be a hard thing to unlearn for the most people, especially for people that have been growing up in the financial trauma. And the legacy generations, the boomers, they can't really understand what we are about to face. And I will explain this as a business owner that's using artificial intelligence heavily in my workflow right now. Artificial intelligence has allowed me to do everything that I needed highly skilled labor in the past. I can tell you the anecdote of me utilizing the AI to knowledge augment things that I haven't known. So 2 years ago when ChatGPT came around, the servers were the most expensive thing that I would have to obtain in order the server-side management was the most expensive thing that I would have to hire for. AWS engineers would run anywhere between $50 to $350 per hour. And I had my own server-side infrastructure where I was running my own applications and stuff. And one day, one of the apps crashed and I needed to access it so I can keep running my business. And what happened is, I was like, okay, let me just get into the server. I know enough of the Linux to get by, but with the AI, I started asking questions. Of course, I could Google for things even before. A lot of tech people, they just Google stuff. Developers themselves also. But in this case, this is like highly delicate knowledge. And AI, I remember I was using ChatGPT from inside of Notion. It was like really old school days when you would get like a limited number of prompts, etc. So I would have to get like prompts from different sides. And I was like, holy fuck, I know Kung Fu. I felt like Neo from Matrix, like plugged at the back of my head. I got the plug of the augmented knowledge, just-in-time knowledge. And that's what artificial intelligence is. And it wasn't really striking me as groundbreaking at a time. But then O3 came out 2 weeks ago, the new language model from ChatGPT that is more advanced than DeepSeek that was leaking out the way that the ChatGPT was putting out these reasoning models that were really exceptional. And I started noticing that O3 has agentic capabilities, so it's providing agentic capabilities more easily to the broader public. I started realizing that a lot of these tasks that my current employees are doing are going to become a process. There's not going to be any of the work done. If you're working, if you're doing any kind of a job right now, I can assure you that 90% of the things that we're doing today are going to completely disappear. I would say a lot of people are on this one-person business train. I think that you need to surpass this era. One-person business train is a history. We are in a zero-person era. Zero-person business is the future. If you cannot conceptualize a system that can think about itself and its growth and chasing the metrics and doing all of these things through technology for you, without you doing anything, you're not really having a business of the future, because this is where we are headed. We are aggressively headed towards a zero-person business, and it's going to be beautiful. I don't know like what is going to happen with us as a species, because most of the tech jobs, I'm not saying like traditional stuff, what's happening in the real world, that might still have some staying power, at least until robots come in and take up the remaining jobs like completely off our plates. But we are entering into a new era, and I can't really see um, how these things are going to evolve, because some of these things are going to run on money, but the money is becoming just like a resource. It's a it's something you put in, and it's just like a work order comes in. The credit card payment processing is initiating a sequence, and that sequence is doing the work, but there's no human anywhere. So the money will be transacting, and the AI agents will be making orders and buying from each other without any human interaction. Things will be moving in a direction where they're supposed to move. And it just blows my mind, because these are self-serving algorithms that are coming into play, and I'm seeing that there's a massive drop-off in tech hiring. So the AI capabilities and AI skills are becoming the new gold rush. It's not about me telling you, oh, you have to learn how to code, or you have to learn how to do certain things. These things are happening on their own, and you can't stop them. Like the jobs are dead. You shouldn't be working. You should start preparing for this era where there's no more work. It's one of my most popular tweets that got 6.5 million impressions. But even when I tweeted it at a time, I didn't really believe in it in the same capacity that I'm believing in this right now, because the AI is eating up my workforce. Like we don't know what we're going to do with the employees. Like a lot of creative work is still on a higher level. If you want to have the higher quality outputs, you still need humans. But a lot of lower level SEO work has been completely eaten up with the AI. And the AI is going to do things better and faster than humans ever would. And that's fucking scary. I have to be blunt and honest about it. I think that what's happening with the AI today is just scary, and we're not used to this. I'm personally not used to this, because we're entering into this new era, and I'm trying to wrap my head around, like, where do I go? Where's the moat? There's no moat anymore. Like, how do you make money? Like, it actually becomes easier making money. But people that do have these systems, like even the entrepreneurship is going to become industrialized, because a lot of these tasks that the humans would have to do, like feeding the Google Ads machine, feeding the Facebook Ads machine. This is where the entrepreneurship actually happens. It's the inflection point between the humans that desire value and the advertisers that create the value by understanding or guessing what the audience wants. And now this is becoming susceptible to testing, and I'm imagining tomorrow you will have an AI agent that will run your social media. You will have an AI agent that will collect all of these data points and move them back into the Facebook ads, Google ads, and other advertising platforms, and it will make calculated decisions as to which offer is working now. And then when the offer stops working, tries to rewrite that offer until it gets it to start working again, or tries a new offer, and then the business starts evolving around that. It's just unreal. I don't know how to explain this to people, but I'm stuck in the loophole of prompting the AI back and forth, and my consciousness is changing and rapidly expanding. I don't think I've ever been learning at this speed as within the last couple of years, because AI used to be a thing, and now it's everything. And we are entering into this post-work era, and it's accelerating quickly. So try to. I actually, there's this meme where it says, I don't want AI to create art and poetry for me. I wanted to do the dishes and cooking and cleaning so I can create art and poetry. I think that creation is, human creation is going to be an interesting phenomenon in the future because everything will be created. But when someone says, oh, a human created it, like, oh, let me see about it because it's about someone else's feelings. I think that that human inflection point, oh, he created it, so it must be valuable, might resonate in a different format and in a different way. But welcome to post-work era. Don't worry if you lose your job. No, most people won't have one within next 20, 30 years. It's on the radar, even though my tweet says 2035 or something. I think it's going to take a little bit of time. Thank you for watching. Bye.